What are you trying to do? Huh? What are you doing?
Something other than nothing.
Doing shit. Laying on the ground. Don't wire it the same way, bud. Look. It's not the same.
Shut the fuck
It's
up.
not the same. Be careful touching wires back there. She runs. She's an all-getter, but she runs. Might steal the one off the... Well, no, it won't work. Might work. Might have to do that. I can come up money with shocks. Be careful. She's brittle, James. See the difference? He don't understand. That's an 87.
That has API too.
And that's the electronic fuel injection. Thinks he's going to figure it out by looking at two vehicles that have no similar idea. Best way to look at it is the green truck.
Well, that's 80.
But it should have a coil.
Yes.
Because that's what Rocky said to do, is look at the wiring harness in that green truck. It should match. You're trying to figure out how to wire up some ideas on how to wire up the race car, so he's looking at vehicles that have no similarities at all. Hey, James. That's what I'm doing. I'm just hanging out right now, guys. We'll go out there to the shop. I know Bub was working on it earlier today. He's taking a break. I guess it's aggravating you, right?
Yeah.
I'll leave him alone. He's looking at found him a little stereo from his pawpaw. At least I can show you what we're doing. Oh, geez, there's 25 of you? That's pretty cool. Right there's for the race car. Well, the burnout car. No, not race car. Well, probably going to use 90% of that. Burnout car. Hey, how's it going? Bub's been wiring, trying to get it to go. That's our main issue with this, but we did get the hoop put in, get some of the bracing for the floor. We had 25 a second ago, bud. 429 Cadillac, 1967 burnout machine. One of these days, she might have a spinning tire since we owned her. How come you ain't got the light on in here?
Because we're done.
Huh?
Because we're done.
Guys, you want to chat? You want to chat? Just say something. We'll have a conversation about some crap if you want. I ain't got nothing to do the rest of the night. Work day shift again. She is a pretty car. Well, there it is. James, have a conversation with the people, man. Tell them what's going on. What happened earlier?
I kind of can't right now. I'm trying to figure this out.
They're right there.
Yeah, I know, but it's.
Don't be rude to the people.
I'm not being rude to the
You're
people.
being
You need
rude
to
to-
fuck off. You talk to the fucking people.
I am talking to the people.
You and Steven talk to the people.
I'm gonna figure out why. Are we unplugged up front?
I think so. I don't know what's wrong with it, Diddy. You can't go based off a normal harness, though. That's the problem. Because we have a custom harness. That's all supposed to mess up.
But technically, a normal harness is a custom harness. It was just a harness that got mass produced.
Exactly.
Right.
That has other stuff to it
Right.
that
But-
we don't have.
We just need to understand the bare bones.
I do understand the bare bones.
Obviously not.
It's what we have.
We obviously
It
don't.
got overcharged.
We obviously don't. Right. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So we run from the battery to the starter. I'm pretty sure this fucking green, right? So if I'm understanding this correctly, come here, please. Battery, starter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the out runs to the ignition switch from the starter, right?
Mhm.
I don't think any of this over here matters. Unless that neutral switch would technically be the regulator that we got, right? Does that make sense?
That's not it.
And what's a neutral switch?
Neutral switch. So it stops the engine from. No. Explain a neutral safety switch, Dad.
It won't start neutral. Pretty much.
Stops it from starting.
Yeah. That way, when you're out in the pit, out in the races, and you go to start it up, they don't jump and kill somebody. No, you can't start it in gear.
We don't have a neutral safety switch. And if we even turning it over, what's a little bit.
Generator.
Nope.
Is alternator. Yes.
No.
Technically, yes.
Yeah, technically yes, but no.
What do you mean?
Have one.
Not a generator.
The generator-
Generator is different from an alternator, but an alternator is different from the generator.
Generator is the old version of an alternator.
We should go fucking buy the generator.
Yes.
Well, if you guys can't figure out, you get a hold of, I have Davin get a hold of old boy, well, we might have to lose the car for a couple days.
Call fucking Bill or someone, dude.
Look at me, beer.
I'm friends with James on fucking Facebook. What can I ask him, dude?
Dude, I have no idea what that is, and it won't let me translate. If you can get a hold of James and have James come over and look at it, you'll probably get it fixed. All you guys new, welcome to the channel.
Fuck you.
Hey, watch yourself, alright?
Fuck you. Shut the fuck up, Steve.
I'll put it back on Andrew. He's not, yeah, there we go. Ain't that's better. That's a better look. He is right. You need to get a fan out here, bud.
Ain't bothering me a bit.
He does have a ceiling fan over in one of the boxes.
Okay. So if I'm understanding how this fucking shit works.
I mean, you're not.
This needs to be
Where does it go to?
before the battery power gets to this switch.
I feel air up here now, bud. Hey guys, let's have a conversation. Anything you want to talk about? Oh, we can flip it around if we don't want to. How's it going, guys? Where's that diagram at that Gavin sent you guys?
We used that one. It didn't work.
Think we need a heavier gauge wire then? How many wires we burn up? Off of that? That's not supposed to do that.
No fucking shit! White one just got caught by the red one, so the red and the blue one are the only two that turn up.
And everything. Well, that sucks.
I'm about to just take everything off.
Let him do his thing. Let him do it. If he's ready for it to come off, let him take it off. Alright? He'll figure it out. He's got it mapped out. And he'll map it out another way. But she's pretty sure maybe out in that other shed there's an inline fuse on a wire. It shouldn't be that hard.
48 volts to this switch does not work. We cannot run 48 to that. We need to
You're not
run.
supposed to run 48 to it.
There's no way.
Where are you getting 48 at?
The fucking battery.
12.
No. From the battery is 48 volts. Straight to it is 48. There's nothing in between that regulator.
You need an inline fuse.
This is a fucking voltage regulator.
You need an inline fuse.
They do the same thing.
You need an inline fuse on that. Otherwise, it's not going to get wired up right. Because if the switch goes out, if something happens and it pops the switch, you're not burning anything up. It just kills the power to everything. It's got to have a fuse.
Then again, you shouldn't have fucked up the wiring harness. You just ripped this fucking thing apart.
You didn't need all of that.
Clearly, we did.
No.
So at least figure out what the fuck we're doing.
There's something set wrong. I guarantee someone over here that has any idea of what they're doing, actual idea, will come over here and be like, oh, that's wrong. How come you ain't got a fan out here, bud? Hi, how's it going?
I'm gonna warn you right now. I shook one of them up, so good luck guessing which one I didn't check out.
I have a 50-50 chance on who's got the shook up beer.
You pussy.
Give me
Take fucking
one.
both.
One's mine.
Sorry, Dad.
Thank you,
Fuck
bud.
that. Bullshit, you got one right there, motherfucker. I told him to bring me two.
Fuck you.
Well, joke's on him because he got the chicken up one.
I worked a full day today.
Suck my fucking dick.
Well, I was kind of hoping he would grab the chicken up one.
He wants to rip all the wiring off of it and start over.
Me and him have had this conversation already.
I told him leave it alone. That's your baby. That's what he's doing. If he wants it ripped off, that's different.
What ripped off?
All the wiring, he wants to start over from the beginning.
It needs to be started over, right? Well, actually, what it is, it's alright, right. For the most part. But the one I'm looking at has an actual ignition. But I gave the key to somebody and then
No, I never got the key to the 67.
Yes, you did.
No.
Yes, you did.
Well, it was on a blue thing, right? It had a blue thing on it.
No, that's the Eldorado keys.
I don't know where. I never got the 67 key. You have it put up still.
I told you, hey, do you want to hold on to these two just in case? And then you said, yeah, and then you hung them up with the Eldorado keys. And now they're gone.
They're not. They should be hung up there because I've never
They're not.
touched them.
They are not.
Well, I will turn you guys back around. You can see what's going on. They gotta redo the wiring again.
Chevy ignition switches are 3-wire, right?
I don't know.
In 1970 Monte Carlo. How about that?
I've never.
A fucking 350.
It should take 3 wires to run the car to start it up.
I'm not asking about the fucking.
I don't know anything about the ignition switch.
Would that ignition?
We've got way more than 3 fucking wires.
Would that switch work on this?
What switch?
An ignition from like a 70 Monte Carlo.
I don't know.
An ignition switch is just an ignition switch. All it is the power turn on. Literally, it's a fucking light switch.
Basically, what that
That's
flip
what that's
switch and that
supposed to
push
be.
button.
But
Well, the
again,
diagram I'm looking at has one of those, not one of those. That's why it's not working right.
so I don't understand why. Okay, we need it to have this other shit. It should just be this.
That's the power.
That's power on to the whole thing.
Right, and then
But
that
needs to
starts
turn
the
it over.
car.
You need power to the coil. That doesn't start the car, that turns it over. You need ignition, fans, and whatever the fuck.
That one switch should power everything. Then you hit the start button. That's your key. The other 3 switches are for something totally different. They shouldn't even be wired up.
This turns power on to the rest of this. This
Would be power to this. It's like a cutoff, that switch is. When it's off, it doesn't get power to this.
Hey.
and
But when it's
Oh my
on,
God.
it
throw me
gets
that relay
gets
back.
power.
Throw me that relay.
That red one.
Give me that relay.
Shut the fuck. The red one is the power to the coil.
Cool. Give me that fucking relay,
No!
please.
What? It's in your lab, dude.
The other 3 switches should not have any power to them at all.
How'd you have this in here?
It shouldn't, because they're totally separate.
Well, then figure out how to wire it like that.
Well, I'm just saying, that's what it's supposed to be. It's totally separate.
Figure it out, dude. Because I don't know how else to do it.
Because it'd be for fans, lights, and whatever else.
So, Steven, is this supposed to have 48 volts ran to it or 12?
I'm assuming 12.
So then that means
Where are you getting 48 volts?
the fucking battery for the 3rd time.
Why is the battery 48 volts?
It should be 12 volts.
There's no way a fucking battery pushes 12. This whole battery pushes 12 volts.
It's not deep cycle, bud.
Okay, never mind. Then I have no idea.
But the way that's supposed to be set up is that one switch is your
Unless
power
this
to
is a
coil.
6-volt system.
That's what I thought you bought that little box for. That
I
breaks it
did,
down in half.
but it still burnt up. Or the relay did.
Yeah. No, that box you just bought.
Yes,
That's
that
supposed
converts
to-
it, yes.
Yes.
But why did this burn up then?
That shouldn't have burned up.
This was power. This was to the starter side of the.
So then that means we have this.
No, this was to the R side of the starter, and this was to the battery.
That's supposed to be to the switch.
What's supposed to be the switch?
That box is supposed to go with that switch.
I have no idea what the fuck he's talking
I
about.
don't either.
That is your relay for the switch, the on and off switch, the fucking start button.
Yeah,
That should have nothing to do with.
it needs to get power from something.
Okay,
But it's,
I understand now.
but the problem is it obviously got too much power. So and then this was supposed to be our voltage regulator, right?
Or it didn't have a good enough ground.
Is that box supposed to be grounded?
No. It's just a resistor. No, it doesn't need grounded.
Are we sure?
It's... Yeah,
No.
because that wire didn't burn up. This wire did.
I still think that needs grounded.
Dude.
What? I'm just saying. I'm assuming.
No, it's just wrapped around.
Okay. I'm figuring out where you guys are at. That's it.
Okay. All this was wired properly. I wired this to the R side of the starter like it's supposed to be. I wired this to the battery. This wire to this wire, cooked. Nothing else got cooked.
Okay.
It was just the power.
It wasn't grounded.
It was
Dude.
grounded.
It was grounded.
It just probably didn't have a good enough ground because I don't have good terminals. Because somebody buys the cheap shit.
Well, that's all I had the money for.
Alright, now, let's you and I walk through this as if there are no wires on this thing at all.
Okay. So
We go from the
I got you.
battery to the starter.
then the starter, the R side, or the S side, goes to the coil. The R side, which is that yellow wire, goes to the ignition switch. Now, this is our ignition switch, right? So this ground goes into here.
Wait.
What?
Where is the disc drawing power from?
Well, if you let me explain instead of fucking cutting me off in the middle of me explaining
Yeah,
what
so
you asked me to explain to you.
Let him do it.
Look,
And sit down and shut up.
I'll hook this back up the way it's supposed to be.
James, pull that light down. No, bring it back up just a little bit. That way you can see.
So this and this. Crossed. Like that. And here. So that's wired, alright? So this one was to the battery, which ran to the ditch,
Yeah.
and then this ran into the switch. This
There's
switch
no beer.
gave power to this. I don't need the relay.
No, if it was.
Okay. Power from here to this, and then this wire gave power to this switch, and this switch also gave power to this.
What's the green wire going to?
The solid. The starter ignition coil.
Okay. Yellow wire?
Are you not listening?
No, it's on fucking ground.
The yellow wire's on ground?
No.
Why is it connected to the chassis then?
It's not.
Everybody take a breath. We will figure this out right now.
It's not to be.
And then this switch goes to the resistor to this.
Okay.
Good thing, guys.
Continue.
This gets power from battery.
Yes.
And the power gets reached over here when it's on, over to this. This switch takes the motor over.
Let me move too. Damn it, I thought you were gonna be great. It's almost gone. Yeah, but go ahead. I know you're at.
I don't.
From battery, in, out, from, switch. What'd you do?
And that would get collected power from that. Okay, never mind.
But is it not supposed to run out right later here? The rest of those instead of just getting.
No, so it's both. If I were running power from these, it would be stuck up here, and then
Of that. Being like. See what I'm saying? You alright?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Coors, sponsor us. We love your beer.
Too many wires. That's too many wires.
So
this
yes,
is
but
the
no.
right amount of wires.
Yes, but no at the same time, right?
You want to look at the diagram looking at it from Amazon?
So when I wire this up for the fans, this one right here, how's that gonna work? Because you got it on something else.
No.
I'm just asking.
So, right. This is our auxiliary power 1, right? So you pick whatever that one's supposed to run to, and that turns, when you flip this on, it runs power to here, then you flip this, right? And that turns on the fucking lights, and you flip the other
I
switch, and
understand
that
that,
turns
but
on the
that should be
fan.
over here then.
Which one?
Because this is
Wait.
temporary.
Because that's your power. Wouldn't this be over here? Because this would be your auxiliary.
Oh.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
Okay.
but no.
Wait.
Why? Explain to me why not.
Because this is just a power switch.
Right.
That.
This gets power. Okay.
Okay. Now listen. Main power for the whole car.
Yes.
Okay. There's none of these should be hooked up because there's no accessories.
No.
Yes. Accessory. Start the car. If I don't have a fan, if I don't have lights, if I don't have any other thing that needs power that I'm not running main power, it should be hooked up. Then your main power gets, then you do these and you bridge them.
Well, then you shouldn't have bought a fucking light panel.
What do you mean?
The way you're explaining this is a light panel,
Well, that's
not a
essentially.
power panel.
That's
This is
essentially
the
what-
power panel. This power, this is your key. This is your ignition. So when you automatically, when you turn the key over, it starts to,
Well, either way, it didn't work because it got overpowered.
Yeah, right. So I'm thinking.
that's what I'm saying. That shouldn't be there. That shouldn't be there. That should be over here. This is what? What was this to?
Wait.
Power.
You might be on something, student.
I understand, but I
think
don't
your
know
blue
how.
wire should have been there, and your ground wire should have been to ground.
Hold on.
Because your blue wire is totally different.
Right, but what he's saying is we don't know what they had before all that. And we're going off of what we see here. Right, so this.
This don't connect to it.
What do you mean that doesn't connect to it?
Your battery, your red wire goes to the battery, then goes to this. They don't connect direct to this. So this runs to your battery. That's what it's showing right there, your red wire.
Where is the secondary wire that runs into that?
Shut up.
It's this white one. Before you pulled it off.
It goes into there. That goes into there.
Yes.
What does the blue wire run to?
I don't know.
So
What's
neutral wire?
And that was, man, to the battery. Red wire was.
Right. No. Hold that for a second. See that black wire coming off of there?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. It runs up and around.
Red wire. That's down on the battery.
That goes,
Oh, let me go check the audience real quick.
and these are separate wires.
Mm-hmm.
You got any
That-
input here, guys?
It's only to give power to an auxiliary.
Good
That-
evening, everybody. We're probably going to vote for Trump. And we're pro-Israel.
Maybe that's the blue wire.
I don't know.
Let me see this. Okay, so we've got. So we're running two wires opposite of one another from the battery, right? So that means that relay where did that?
Where'd that little screwdriver go?
Right here. You find it. Let me have this before you start ripping shit out.
No, I.
We're supposed to have the terminal. Right, we're supposed to have one wire run from the battery to the switch, and then another battery from the battery terminal to the back of that relay. And then two black wires, right?
Three.
From one from there 2 from the battery, and then 1 from the relay to the same one where the battery runs at the top.
That was Jack.
We just need to figure out where the fuck this blue wire goes.
I say the blue wire
It's got to be.
goes to coil. Or that.
To dampen it from 12 to 6 volts for the coil.
Yeah.
I need a new kit then.
Why?
Because I don't have enough butt connectors for this. To keep reusing them. I cannot keep reusing them. They're
You
cranked out
don't need the
apart.
butt connectors for that.
This is much easier than just fucking stuffing the wire in there.
That's true.
I don't need them.
And not saying anything bad about any of this. This needs to sit right here. I
Right.
want you to run that power cable, that ground, right there. That way you can hook your battery and your power up where it's supposed to be at.
I don't know where they're supposed to be at.
Battery, ground. So this goes to your battery. This goes to your ground on your battery.
I mean, it can't hurt to try.
Then your alternator plug. We need to look up alternator plug. Where does it plug in at? Because he's got the plug for you. Just bought it. Then you wire up your ignition system because that's wired up, right? To this.
But this is the green one's from the starter.
Or
Coil.
coil. Yes. That's what that diagram said.
Alright, and then we have from here to the distributor.
Yes. No. That goes to
Oh, that resistor.
This blue wire goes to the distributor.
Yes.
Right. So I thought the blue wire, isn't that the negative side?
Yes, but yes,
So why is the negative?
because it's supposed to be there.
Why is the negative running to the distributor?
Because
that's what it says to do. That's what the diagram said to do. Is run it to. Am I right?
yes,
But that makes no sense. Because if you're getting power.
I don't know. I don't fucking wire shit, dude.
If
I'm not a GM tech, dude. I'm
But,
just building
so-
the damn thing.
no, help me understand this.
I can't. I
Then
literally
that
have no
can't be
idea.
right. Then that can't be right. We must have misread something or misunderstood something. Because your positive you have to have a positive, a hot wire running to your
Negative
distributor.
to the distributor.
What? What's TAC?
Tachometer.
Oh. Okay.
And this don't have the plug for a tack on it.
Why? That makes no
The tack
sense.
plugs in somewhere else, doesn't it? Tack plug into the coil.
18,
Wire.
so hold on. 18 gauge, 18 gauge, 20 gauge, 20 gauge, 20 gauge. Does the wire, does that matter? The gauge of wire?
Yes. For the
Are
most
we,
part, yes.
are we using the right?
No.
So that means we need to find 20 gauge, 20 gauge.
Go fucking look for it.
Go buy some.
There should be fucking several different types in that box right there.
No, you can't use that shit out of that box.
Why?
It's not the right gauge. That's what he's been using because they took it apart. Remember?
But there's several types. This one is solid.
Can't use that.
No shit. What gauge would that be? That's wire. And that's wire. Two different sizes. Can't use it.
Hey, can you tell which one's 12 gauge?
No, I'm gonna fucking strip it down and figure it out. Or we don't need 12 gauge, we need 20 and 18. What that fucking thing says, movie beer, please. Are you out of cigarettes? No more in the house, no more in the Escalade? Jesus Christ. $600 ROHS made in USA, 1211 2020, 1624 156 feet. Blank. Am I got a knife? Did you use that knife you had earlier, Steven?
Get him on for it. He's busy.
You want to get fucking strangled with one of these wires, bro?
When you get probably enough jump, bud. You didn't jump very far.
I jumped into your fucking lap pretty much. We like you, dude.
You need to clean up this mess.
Motherfucker.
Shut up.
Makes me motherfucker.
Why don't you both just shut up?
Fuck you. I have no idea what you do with that fucking knife.
It's out there by the fucking dash thing. I don't think about it.
Yeah.
It was in there.
It's in my pocket.
Not more.
Well, I don't know what to say then.
You fucking cunt.
Shut up!
Fuck you. Here, give me some. Bring me a beer.
Shut up.
No! Okay. Now let's go over the idea that what we can.
Oh, fuckface is gone.
Get an HEI.
Take all that fucking bullshit out. How much is that gonna cost us? $200?
No, it's about 100.
Where the fuck is that knife at, dude?
Why do you need a knife?
So I can strip this shit open and read what kind of fucking gauge wire this is.
Would you use normal wire strips and take off? Oh, you need that.
Yeah. Fucking try it, but it's probably not gonna work. I don't fucking have a knife, though.
This one.
We can do this too.
What in the Jesus Christ? Dude, fuck flies. What?
See, we can do this too.
No, this thing was not grounded right. I think that's what happened.
Well, you know how to fix that.
No.
Ground it, try it again. Surely using heavier gauge wire isn't going to be a fucking problem. Where the fuck you going?
Oh, get out of fucking way. Somewhere a little bit.
Yeah, everybody just kind of took off. So now it's just me. You guys are stuck with me. I'm back here just trimming wire, trying to figure out how to get this shit to fucking work. It's kind of starting to piss all of us off. Sorry if we seem fucking agitated. You're an asshole.
You can have that one bug out of her. Where'd he go?
I think he quit. I think he's done.
What do you mean he's done?
I think he's done.
Where'd he go?
Toward the house.
If you got a beer, drink it, guys. Give us a moment. We're trying to get some things squared away, figure out how to fucking get this thing wired up so we can get it to start.
You know what I mean? All right, guys. Let me watching this beautiful engine. Nobody. All right, catch you later.